this morning, we are joined by sports counselor Chris Stankovich, who works with local athletes all the time. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Lisa.
Thanks for being here. You know, it's such a difficult balance, sports, which take a ton of time and commitment, and academics. So what have you found that works best?
Well, sports really have progressed over the years, and they are pretty intense, especially when you combine in-school sports with community sports. There's a lot of clubs and elite level teams, and so yeah, it can become a full-time job for kids.
So how do we begin to balance it?
Well, I think you've got to prioritize things. I mean, obviously, if kids aren't getting the grades in the classroom, they'll be ineligible to compete in athletics. So it's really important to help kids understand the importance of time management and also multitasking.
Yeah, and you did mention that athletes do have a lot of unique downtime, that you've got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean, these days you really do have to. I mean, especially bus rides or even in the locker room with teammates. In some cases, these kids have the same teachers, so they can have little study groups, but they really have to maximize that downtime.
Okay, and you said, too, that parents, they need to stay basically plugged in and checked in with the teachers. So what kind of questions do our athletes, their parents, need to be asking the teachers?
Well, I think what's most important is that teachers understand the child's schedule, because a lot of times kids will have events that are out of town, games where they have to get out of class early. If the teacher doesn't know about that, sometimes it can work against the child. So what we try to advise is for student athletes to be responsible and communicate with their teachers early and often about their travel schedule so they can be aware of that.
Okay, and how about the coaches? I think a lot of people have the impression that it's tough to talk to the coaches. You know, they're tough and they don't care about academics. So what do you say to a coach if the kids aren't doing well, or even if they are?
Well, I think fortunately most coaches are really good, especially here in Central Ohio. We've got some terrific coaches and athletic directors, but I do think if you see a problem developing, it's important for the student athlete to first talk to the coach and try to resolve it at that level. If not, then as a family, maybe mom and dad might want to talk to the athletic director or principal and see what's going on.
Okay, and can you realistically give us a sense, is there a lot of headbutting between the coaches and the teachers, or are they on the same side with the kids?
Well, I think that coaches understand for the most part that if a child isn't eligible, that he or she's not going to be able to compete. And so I think most coaches that I meet are very invested in academics, and they understand that the odds of a child going on to play college or professional sports is pretty small, so you better tune into the classroom.
Okay, and what do you say to your kids as we're kicking off sports season? Do you have little pearls of wisdom here?
Well, I just think it's a wonderful opportunity for kids. I mean, those 4 years go by so quickly, and to have the opportunity to be an ambassador for your school and community is a wonderful thing.
Okay, so that means we need you to be good on the field and off. And we're sorry it's so hot this week.
That's right.
We'll take care of it for the first game of the season, all right? You also offer videos for parents and athletes on a lot of sports topics. So if you didn't get your fill here, we have put a link on our website to myfox28columbus.com. Just click on news links, and everything that Chris knows you can find right there. Chris Stankovich helping us out with really trying to balance academics and sports. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Lisa.
Guys?